Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. This is Joe, the bearded historian. He'll tell you an interesting history. Be careful of his soldiers, they can be brats. This is Angel, she's an entity. She'll cause chaos and plant her hands at you. This is Sue, she likes spirits, not the alcohol. She's the reason this channel exists. This is David, he likes fire trucks. He's here occasionally. Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. We preserve his story.
Okay, way back Wednesday. Trigger warning. There are clowns. Be prepared. Now that you've been warned, we need to do a shout out, which includes clowns. We have a clown race today. Ready? Here we go. Shout out time. Here's a shout out just for you. You support me, so I support you. This shout out is for our friends. Oh my god. I'll set up frowns or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's see who it is today. Here's our clowns. Pull that down a little bit. And we'll go start. Alright, here goes the clowns. Nope, maybe. Alright, so we got She Stole, Supercalifragilistic, Ayushu, Ohio, Jewel, Junk, Southern, Anthony, Iwan, Laney, Misty, Abundance, Handicapped, Cheap, Kenny and Debbie. Anthony's currently in the lead. There's Bubba, there's Mylinda, there's Richard, there's Lashes, there's Cheap, there's Alice, Mayhem and Sylvia. Let's see, there's Tristan and CNC and Carter and Praying. CNC's taking the lead. And then let's see, Martin, JB. Oh, and it's Aisha. Alright, and I apologize if I'm saying this name wrong, because I probably am. But she does paper, crafts, and origami. And they're very simple, very fun little crafts. So if you're into origami or crafts, check her out. Like, share, comment. Enjoy the history of McDonald's. And maybe have some Mickey D's. Bye-bye. Alright, bearded historian, tell us all about the Mickey D's.
Now, the fun thing of the day, this dates back to 1940, and this is the history of McDonald's. Everybody's famous burgers and millions of patties sold and the whole bit. Now, interestingly enough, they actually predated 1940. The family moved from Manchester, New Hampshire to Hollywood, California in the late 1930s, Dust Bowl days, where brothers Richard and Maurice McDonald, or Dick and Mac, began working as set movers and handymen in the motion picture studios. Well, 1937, their father, Patrick McDonald, would open what was known as the Aerodrome, a food stand on Huntington Drive, or Route 66,
Woo!
Near the Monrovia Airport in the Los Angeles County of Monrovia. Now, 1940s came along, and the brothers decided to open their own McDonald's restaurant on May 15th, 1940, in San Bernardino, California. Originally, this was a car hop drive-in system used to serve customers. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The initial menu items... excuse me.
Like that?
Yep. Were actually centered around barbecue.
Huh.
The first name the brothers used for their business was McDonald's Famous Barbecue. Well, in 1948, after World War II, the brothers realized that most of their profits were derived from the sale of hamburgers. They shuttered the successful car hop drive-in to establish a streamlined system with a simple menu that consisted of hamburgers, cheeseburgers, potato chips, coffee, ice cream, soft drinks, and apple pie.
Apple pie.
Apple pie. Well, in April of 1952, the brothers decided that they needed an entirely new building to achieve two goals: further efficiency improvements and a more eye-catching appearance. Well, they collected recommendations for an architect and interviewed at least 4, choosing Stanley Clark Meston, who practiced in nearby Fontana. The brothers and Meston worked together closely to design a new building. They achieved the extra efficiencies they needed by, among other things, drawing actual measurements of every piece of equipment in chalk on a tennis court
Interesting.
behind the McDonald house, with Meston's assistant, Charles Fish, assistant. The new design achieved a great deal of notice for its gleaming surfaces of red and white ceramic tile, stainless steel, brightly colored sheet metal, and glass, pulsing red, white, yellow, and green neon, and 2 25-foot yellow sheet metal arches trimmed in neon, which they named the Golden Arches at the design stage. Now, a third, smaller arch sign at the roadside depicted a pudgy character in a chef's hat known as Speedy, striding atop the trimmed in animated neon. The brothers implemented several techniques to encourage customers to eat quickly and not linger in the restaurant, campers. Such as reduced heating in the dining area, fixed and angled seating to place customers directly over their food, distance between seats to reduce socialization, and cone-shaped cups. Yeah, they wanted to get people in, out, and gone.
I mean, I kind of understand, but at the same time, that just seems mean.
Yeah. This was the funny part. Cone-shaped cups. It was designed so it forced customers to hold their drinks while eating. You couldn't set them flat on the table. Well, by the 1953s, with only the rendering of Meston's design in hand, the brothers began seeking franchisees. Their first was a fellow named Neil Fox, a distributor for General Petroleum Corporation. Fox's stand, the first in the Meston's Golden Arches design, would open in May of 1953 at Central Avenue and Indian School Road in Phoenix, Arizona. The second franchisee was a team of the Fox's brother-in-law, Roger Williams, and Burdette Bud Landon, both of whom would work for General Petroleum. Williams and Landon opened their stand in Downey, California in 1953 in August. The Downey stand is the oldest surviving McDonald's restaurant.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, in 1954, a fellow by the name of Ray Kroc, this is a name I remember. He was a seller of the Prince Castle brand multi-mixer milkshake machines.
Oh, yeah, I remember that from one of your shows. I don't remember which one.
Yeah. Learned that the McDonald's brothers were using 8 of his machines at their San Bernardino restaurant. His curiosity was piqued, and he flew to California to visit the restaurant himself. Well, the brothers were operating 6 franchise locations themselves. Now, believing that the McDonald's formula was a ticket to success, Kroc suggested that the brothers franchise their restaurants throughout the U.S. The brothers were skeptical that the self-service approach could succeed in colder, rainier climates. Furthermore, their thriving business in San Bernardino and franchises already operating or planned made them reluctant to risk a national venture. Well, Kroc offered to assume the major responsibility for establishing these new franchisees elsewhere. He returned to his home outside of Chicago with rights to set up McDonald's restaurants throughout the country, except for a handful of territories in California and Arizona, already licensed by the McDonald's brothers. The brothers were to receive 0.5% of the gross sales.
Ooh, wow.
Okay, let's have a show of hands here, class. Chicago, New York. Go ahead and go with Pittsburgh, Boston, Miami, around D.C. area, Baltimore, down through Texas, Kansas City. Who do you think got a better deal out of this?
Not the brothers. I'm not a mathematician, though.
Yeah. Well, in 1956, Ray Kroc met Harry J. Sonneborn, a former vice president of finance for Tasty Freeze ice cream company, who offered the idea to accelerate the growth and investment grade of Kroc's planned McDonald's operation, to own the real estate upon which future franchises would be built. Kroc hired Sonneborn, and his plan was executed by forming a separate company, Franchise Realty Corp., to hold McDonald's real estate. The new company signed leases and procured mortgages for both the land and buildings, passing these costs to the franchisee with a 20% to 40% markup and the reduced initial deposit of only $950.
That reminds me of one of the food theory videos that Matt Pat does,
Uh-huh.
McDonald's actually makes almost as much in retail or in Lando sales as they do in the restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
What's also really funny about the initial deposits that places will charge is that you think about how much it costs to open a McDonald's or Taco Bell or a Burger King. They can guess what the cheapest one is.
McDonald's?
But the hardest one to get.
I'm going to go with McDonald's.
Nope.
Darn it.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I think I remember that.
For the simple reason they are extremely stickler on who they allow franchisees through. And you can't exactly go in and get one. You literally, it's almost like a book report and a homework and an interview, and yeah, it's very difficult.
Fun.
Yeah. Now the Sonneborn model of real estate ownership within the franchise persists to this day, and may be the most important financial decision in the company's history. McDonald's present-day real estate holdings represent, ready for the shock? $37.7 billion on its balance sheet.
Right, that's amazing.
That's 99% of the company's assets and 35% of the annual gross revenue.
It's amazing. They make
Dang.
more in retail.
Yeah. Now, in 1960, McDonald's restaurants were grossing about $56 million annually. Woohoo! The growth in U.S. automobile use that came with the suburbanization and the interstate highway system contributed heavily to McDonald's success. How many people have taken a road trip and within 30 miles you see another McDonald's?
I can name a couple where we haven't seen any.
Well, yeah, between Rapid City and, say, Chamberlain. Chamberlain's the next one down the road. Wall doesn't have one. But if you go from Chamberlain to Sioux Falls, you got them in Mitchell. I think you got one in Plankington. But yeah, it's they kind of went hand in foot. Well, in 1961, Kroc's conflict with the vision of the company of the founding brothers had escalated, and he asked them how much money they wanted to leave their business to him entirely. The brothers asked for only $2.7 million.
Silly battlers.
Which Kroc, surprisingly enough, did not have. Harry J. Sonnenberg was able to raise the money for him, and Kroc bought the founding brothers' interest in the company. This purchase laid the groundwork for positioning of the company for an initial product offering and making McDonald's the top fast food chain in the country. Now, the exact process by which the company was sold is not known. It is depicted as a hostile takeover by Kroc in the 2016 biographical film The Founder, but that portrayal has been disputed, and interviews from the time suggest it was more of a voluntary transition. Now, Kroc and Sonnenberg disagreed over the expansion of the company, leading to Sonnenberg's resignation in 1967. Kroc would take over the title as CEO and president. Well, in 1968, a man named Herman Petty was the first African-American to franchise McDonald's. This came off the heels of a civil rights movement and the informally recognized African-Americans' initial business entry into the McDonald's as a corporation, or cooperation. Now, McDonald's success in the 1960s was largely the result of the company's skillful marketing and flexible response to customer demand. 1962, the Filet-O-Fish sandwich was debuted.
Wait, I haven't had that one.
Yeah.
I think you get the chicken for some reason.
Yeah. Well, surprisingly enough, they billed it as the fish that catches people.
Well, then.
And in 1967, the Big Mac was invented. Yay! This was done by a Jim Delegati, whose franchise McDonald's was in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, and was added to the McDonald's national menu the following year. Well, in 1970, the first restaurant outside of North America would open in San Jose, Costa Rica. In 71, a McDonald's opened, the first European, in Zaandam, Netherlands. The first restaurant Asia would open would be in Tokyo, in Japan, in 1971. And in December that year, the first German restaurant, which was in then West Germany, opened in Munich. Now, there was some skepticism about the company's phenomenal growth internationally. When Wally and Hugh Morris approached the corporation in 1974 to bring McDonald's into New Zealand, they were firmly shunned by Kroc, who, cited visiting to the country, stated, "There aren't any people. I've never met a more dead than alive hole in my life." Ouch.
Ouch.
The Morris brothers were finally granted a franchise in May of 1975. They negotiated a deal with the corporation by selling New Zealand cheese to the U.S. to offset the high cost of importing plant equipment, and the first New Zealand restaurant opened in 1976 at Parura near Wellington, to much more success than the corporation had predicted.
Interesting.
In 1972, the National Black McDonald's Operators Association was founded. Herman Petty, earlier mentioned, helped establish this association and soon became a representation for black people's voices inside the company. And in 1979, the first McDonald's restaurant in Southeast Asia would open at the Liat Towers in Orchard Road, Singapore. Well, in 1980, the first McDonald's restaurant in McDonald's would open in Pedregal, Mexico City in October. And in 1984, the company ran a promotion for which the 1984 Olympics said, "When the U.S. wins, you win," promising free food items for each medal the U.S. got. However, the Soviets would organize a boycott, and with minimal competition, the U.S. dominated, winning 174 medals. Well, over 6,000 locations would face shortages, and the corporations never admitted to how much money they lost, though it's estimated to be in the millions. In 1984, in July, in San Ysidro, a massacre would take place, and James Hubry opened fire inside a McDonald's in that town, killing 21 people and injuring 19.
Oh, my.
Hubry was killed by a SWAT team sharpshooter. I remember hearing about that. That was pretty sad. Now, the first McDonald's Express location would open in 1991. These smaller-scale prototypes, usually constructed in prefabricated buildings or urban storefronts, do not feature certain menu items such as milkshakes or quarter-pounders.
Interesting.
First milkshake in mainland China would open in Dongmen, Shenzhen in October of 1990. The extra value meal, a burger, fries, and drink combination, was introduced in 1993, originally parked as a Jurassic Park tie-in.
Wow.
In 1992, on April 28th and 29th, the Taiwan McDonald's bombings occurred when bombs were planted in or near various McDonald's restaurants in Taiwan as a part of an extortion attempt, causing the death of a policeman and injuries to 4 civilians, including 2 children, and the temporary closure of all 57 McDonald's locations in that country.
Wow.
A week later, on May 7th, Sydney River McDonald's murders took place in Nova Scotia, when a botched robbery committed by an employee, Derek Wood, and 2 accomplices, resulted in the murder of 3 employees and the permanent disablement of a 4th employee shot in the head.
Ouch.
Dang. In 1997, the first McDonald's outlet in Bolivia opened in Santa Cruz de la Sierra, and in November of 2002, McDonald's closed all its locations in that country due to the cultural rejection from the citizens and government, making Bolivia and Cuba the only Latin American countries without a McDonald's. Interestingly enough, McDonald's also offered pizza options in the 1990s.
I remember hearing about that, and it's still weird. It's like the spaghetti.
Yeah.
They offer somewhere.
So some of the weirdest things they'd come up with. Now, in the 2000s, more than 11,000 McDonald's locations were opened outside the United States after the conclusion of the 1990s. In 2000, a McDonald's in Dearborn, Michigan, and Greater Detroit was the first one in Michigan and the only one east of the Mississippi River to offer halal food for Muslim customers.
That's cool.
Yep. And in 2012, the company announced the revenue in 2011 reaching an all-time high of $27 billion, and that 2,400 restaurants would be updated and 1,300 new ones would be opened worldwide. In the middle of the decade, the restaurant began to suffer from declining profits. In response, McDonald's began to offer a limited selection of breakfast menu items all day, starting in 2015. Yay, big breakfast!
Breakfast!
At first, the launch was unpopular with franchisees who claimed the changes caused service to slow down. However, the plan paid off, with CNBC reporting that the company's fourth quarter earnings easily topped the analysts' forecasts. In 2016, a Munich shooting took place when David Sonnenboy, a 18-year-old German-Iranian man, opened fire at a McDonald's restaurant known to be frequented by immigrants, before shooting at bystanders in the street outside and then an Olympia shopping mall, then killing himself. 9 people in total were killed and 16 more injured. People tend to lose it. I'm not sure why. Well, in 2022, March 8th, McDonald's suspended all operations at 850 of its locations in Russia in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine 12 days prior. The move came after similar decisions by other Western companies and pressure from critics. The brand relaunched in June 12, 2022 as Lysenko and Tachka, translated to Tasty and That's It by local franchise Alexander Govor. So basically they just hijacked the building. But, you know, the thing that's crazy is you look at McDonald's, it's kind of a classic, you know, it's all Americana. And then it's expanded around the world. It's capitalism at its finest. And then there's places in the world where McDonald's has managed to make changes to what they offer in different places to fit different palates. When you go to India, when you go to Singapore again, when you go to Australia, you're going to have different menus. I remember one time asking them if I could take and get egg rolls, and they looked at me like,
What?
What do you mean? Well, turns out you could get egg rolls in Japan. But yeah, and then, you know, like Sue was telling, some of the products and stuff that have come out, you know, there's obviously the hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, French fries, shakes, salads, the McRib, which makes a once-a-year appearance in random places.
I love the McRib. It's the messiest meal ever.
Shamrock shake for St. Patrick's Day.
No.
Yeah, some items within the United States on a regional basis. The Hatch Green Chili Double Cheeseburger out of New Mexico. Products are also offered as dine-in or take-out. Now, since Steve Easterbrook became the CEO in 2015, McDonald's has streamlined the menu on a list that used to contain nearly 200 items. The company looked to introduce healthier options, heaven forbid.
I remember they tried salads.
Surprisingly enough, I didn't mind their salads, the wraps either. I thought those were really good. Pickles are still made with artificial preservatives, heaven forbid. McDonald's in 2020 introduced the McPlant, a plant-based burger, along with plans to develop additional meat alternative menu items to extend chicken substitutes in breakfast sandwiches. This announcement came after the successful testing of the Beyond Meat plant with plant-based meat substitutes. McDonald's announced the addition of the Double McPlant at all restaurants in the United Kingdom and Ireland starting on January 4th. Due to the success of the McPlant, have never seen it in our market. Company also introduces items temporarily or brings them back after long absences. Now, here's where we get into the fun. International availability of McDonald's products. Now, first of all, let's go to Africa. In Egypt, the McFlawful sandwich. These restaurants also offer a chicken Big Mac and a fish Mac.
Interesting.
I wouldn't mind trying a fish Mac.
That sounds interesting.
They also had the introduction in 2010 of Egyptian cookies to the Cairo location. And McDonald's has almost 70 locations throughout the country.
I don't know what an Egyptian cookie is, but I kind of want to try one.
Yeah. The McRabia, a grilled chicken sandwich from Morocco. 2005, a product called McSahara was briefly sold. In 2006, a chicken mythic, Petit Plaisirs, or Small Pleasures, a sandwich usually made from chicken or beef, and a 280-gram Receipt Bogard mustard burger was released. And during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan, a special menu was offered for the breaking of the fast, including local specialties such as dates, milk, and harata.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. South Africa, some of the items listed in the Cape Town include a McFizz, favorites which includes watermelon and passion fruit, a drink inspired by Sprite, a chocolate caramel McFlurry. McFeast, a burger made of onions, cheese, beef, lettuce, McBray sauce, and McChicken sauce. Boerrier Burger, a burger with meat from the Boerriers. A barbecue double burger, McBurger with McBrow sauce. A chicken fold-over, a slider made of tortillas, spicy option available. Grand Chicken, a chicken burger with the options of hot, spicy, garlic mayo, jalapeno, and McChicken.
Interesting.
A jalapeno chicken, spicy chicken burger made with jalapeno chili. A jalapeno chicken double. Congratulations, you just doubled this jalapeno.
Why not?
Spicy Cajun chicken deluxe. An SA breakfast. A brekkie breakfast meal made with burger patties, onions, eggs, tomato, bun, and hot chips.
Weird.
Others include a jalapeno twig sauce, a mega muffin, a sausage McMuffin but larger, and a corn cup, a healthy alternative side, a cup of corn. I'll take a corn cup, please.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Asia. Now, in Bahrain, as in all McDonald's locations in the Islamic Middle East, food in Bahrain is served as halal. In addition to the McArabia, Bahrain locations offer, beginning in March of 2009, the McCrispy, a meal consisting up to 4 chicken fingers with a choice of barbecue, ketchup, sweet and sour garlic sauce. I'd eat that. China. In China, chicken McNuggets can come with the traditional barbecue, sweet and sour, honey, and hot mustard sauces, or even a special chili garlic sauce, which is popular in China. Chinese menus also include crispy, spicy chicken wings called McWings. All chicken burgers offered in Chinese McDonald's use thigh filet, e.g. premium grilled thigh filet burger, hot and spicy grilled filet burger, rather than breast meat, which is preferred in Western countries. Now, here's for the girl. Unique ice cream flavors, such as the matcha green tea ice cream, is available. Pies come in 2 standard flavors, pineapple or taro. All those special flavors, including chocolate, apple, banana, and azuki bean, have also been offered on a limited basis. I'll take a chocolate pie.
Interesting.
Also, there is a seasonal Chinese New Year meal available, including grilled chicken burger and curly fries, with a horoscope of the 12 zodiac animals in Chinese astrology and traditional red envelopes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Cyprus. McDonald's in Cyprus used to sell the Greek Mac, a Big Mac variant with pita bread and tzatziki sauce. I would buy that. Yeah.
That would be with a try.
And a Greek chicken, a Greek Mac with chicken patties instead of beef. The Greek Mac was discontinued and the Greek chicken was renamed as the grilled chicken. A shrimp burger was also sold during the period of Lent, when Orthodox Christians do not eat meat. This only applies to the Republic of Cyprus and not the Northern Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, which, due to the lack of international recognition, McDonald's does not exist. You got to come across the border. Now, Hong Kong hosts some of the world's busiest McDonald's, with many operating 24 hours a day. Breakfast includes pasta soups with sausage or chicken. Locations offer cups of corn as a substitute for fries, or a la carte. Desserts include soft-serve ice cream as azuki bean and mung bean flavors. Pineapple and red bean sundaes are sometimes offered. The selection of seasonal or often limited-time foods is available, such as spicy French fries, the Shogun burger, which is a teriyaki pork patty with lettuce, served on a sesame seed bun. I'd buy that. Salads, soups such as tomato and pumpkin, taco flatbreads, the Rice Fantastic, a burger-like entree with rice patties instead of buns. Other specialties have included shrimp burgers, wasabi filet of fish, onion rings, and shake shakes fries.
Shakes?
Shake fries, that's what it says. Flavored French fries and flavors such as seaweed, char-grilled, French onion, and salt and pepper.
Interesting.
During the local Bun Festival, restaurants on the island of Chu Chao sell mushroom burgers instead of hamburgers and other meat products. Toys, gifts, and other non-food promotional items are offered from time to time. Now, Indian McDonald's serves the chicken Mahara Mac, a grilled double chicken patty with habanero sauce. The veg Maharaja Mac, the cheese and corn double patty with cocktail sauce. Apart from these, the McSpicy burgers, wraps, McGrill, pizza McPuffs are sold in India. McAloo Tiki, McVeggie, McChicken, McEgg, Filet-O-Fish burger, chicken wraps, veg wraps, chicken kebab burgers are all very popular in India. Recent additions to India include rice bowls, biryani, and naan wraps. Naan is delicious. Past promotional items have included the McPaneer and grilled chicken royale. The girl would be happy.
Yes.
Mexican spiced chicken and veg, Asian hot garlic dip, and the African peri-peri shake as part of the Spicy Fest. Indie McSpicy and the McCurry Pan. McDonald's in India do not serve beef nor pork products in deference to Hindu and Muslim beliefs respectively. Vegetarian and meat-based meats are prepared in separate areas of the restaurant due to religious laws. Cooks preparing vegetarian dishes wear a distinctive green apron, and non-vegetarian cooks wear a red apron. That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
Indonesia. To accompany Muslim majority population, the restaurants in Indonesia are certified halal, which means they do not serve bacon or pork patties, while serving only beef, chicken, and fish. Local items include crispy and spicy fried chicken, the Mc rice, a small mound of steamed rice wrapped in paper and available to supersize, Mc soup, a chicken-flavored soup with bits of croutons and vegetables, and Buryam, short for Berber ayam or chicken congee, later renamed as Berber ayam, spatial with, in addition, fried egg topping, sambal chili sauce, and an essential component of Indonesian cuisine, and tomato ketchup available as condiments. McDonald's fried chicken, Mc rice, and fruit tea are sold together as panas, or rice package, with an additional sachet of sambal chili sauce. This adopts the Indonesian way of consuming ayam goreng, or fried chicken, with steamed rice and sambai. Other fried chicken with rice and Berber ayam, chicken rice congee, locals' preference of rice-based food, is accommodated further with the introduction of chicken with spicy tomato and chicken teriyaki, which is a bowl of steamed rice topped with strips of fried chicken patty with sauces and vegetables similar to Japan donburi, or rice bowl fashion of serving. McDonald's Indonesia also promotes some seasonal foods sold only in a limited certain period of time. These limited periods include the Chinese New Year, Ramadan, and Independence Day specials. During the Chinese New Year, a beef prosperity burger consisting of 2 beef patties covered in black pepper sauce and topped with diced onions is sold. During Ramadan, McDonald's Indonesia has offered a barbecue beef flatbread, curry beef delight, Moroccan burger, ayam krimes, with the addition of nasi goreng, ayam serunding, sambar terasi, ayam spiritual, sambal bawang, and the ayam gulai. Now, certain periods, such as August, the month of Indonesian independence, McDonald's Indonesia launches a local-inspired dish which changes annually. For example, in 2016, they offered a burger satay, McFlurry reject pedas, and Mariska soda tea. 2020, dishes served as the burger nasi goreng, a hamburger with sweet and savory sauce, kata goreng gura gurth, a gulai-flavored french fries with soda asam jawa, tamarind soda, and a durian-flavored iced coffee were released. Locally inspired desserts such as the McFlurry, Tempotol, and Cone Top Esteller with a Esteller-flavored ice cream. Israel, the only entirely kosher McDonald's, are in Israel and Argentina. At these locations, patties are barbecued on charcoal rather than fried. Some kosher restaurants serve milk-based desserts, but in separate booths allow for a full separation of dairy and meat products and food preparation areas. However, most of the McDonald's outlets in McDonald's are not kosher service, as they serve cheeseburgers, which mix dairy and meat products. Now, specialty items in Israeli McDonald's include the McShawarma and the McKebab, both served on flatbread. That does sound good. McDonald's introduced the McFalafel sandwich in Israel, but withdrew the item 6 months later. Within the last few years, they have added a vegetarian option, corn sticks, which are bite-sized corn schnitzels.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. Japan has the teriyaki McBurger with ground pork patties, mayo, lettuce, and teriyaki sauce. I'll buy one. Shaka Shaka chicken, a fried chicken strip in a paper pouch with cheese or pepper seasonings to shake in the bag. A filet o ebi, or shrimp, with a fried shrimp patty and mustard. Breakfast options include a hot dog with pickle relish,
That's
ketchup
not
and mustard. That's what they call it.
It's not breakfast.
They're going to have a hot dog on the run, apparently, in the mornings.
Now, to be fair, I have had hot dogs for breakfast, but
Yeah.
still.
Lunch and dinner, they do serve a chili McHot dog with egg and chili sauce, as well as regular flavored drinks such as Japan grape and melon flavored Fanta. I love grape Fanta. McDonald's in Japan also serves cartons of milk, Minute Maid orange juice, and Yasashasku mixed vegetable juice. Seasonal items are the chicken katsu burger, a breaded chicken sandwich flavored with soy sauce and ginger. I would eat that. They gratin karaoke burger, a sandwich karaoke, breaded mashed potatoes, filled with shrimp, macaroni, shredded cabbage, and katsu sauce. Optional cheese served during winter. I would definitely order that.
Sounds interesting.
For the girl, green tea flavored milkshakes. The salsa burger, breaded chicken sandwich with salsa, tamago double mac, a hamburger with 3 beef patties, pepper sauce, bacon, a poached egg, and optional cheese. The Teritama burger, a teriyaki burger with egg, served during spring. The Tamago Double Mac, a burger with egg, 2 beef patties, and bacon. The Tsuzuki burger, or moon viewing burger, a hamburger with 1 beef patty, fry sauce, bacon, a poached egg representing the moon, and optional cheese, served before and during Tsuzuki season. Umi nuggets, a chicken McNuggets with sour umi plum sauce for dipping. The Mega Teriyaki style Big Mac variant with 2 pork patties and teriyaki sauce. And Quarter Pounder Jewelry Burgers. The gold ring available on July 6, 2012. The Black Diamond on July 13, 2013. And the Ruby Spark on July 20th, 2013 only. Not sure what the story there is. Some other items, in addition, burgers, Japan have been marketed based on different regions in America, such as Idaho burgers. And of course, United States military establishments in Japan, like the U.S. Navy base in Yakusura and the U.S. Naval base in Sasebo, both American and Japanese menus are sold depending on availability. But that was a quick snapshot of all the craziness that is McDonald's. You folks have a good week, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Enjoy McDonald's.
Bye-bye.